friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. Today I am here with my palette challenge update for the month of August. August. So I wanted to just go ahead and share with you guys what palettes I used, what points I earned. If you have been following me for some time, the palette challenge is a collaboration project that was created by my friend Nat from Little Miss Nat here on YouTube. She invited myself and Beth from Little Betsy _79 into this collaboration. Basically, every month we are to use as many face and eyeshadow palettes as we possibly can to earn a point for using it. And basically the downside is anytime we make a purchase of makeup products that are not necessary, like we're not out of the product and we don't need a new one, then we take a point away. This was all her idea. She came up with it. We have really been enjoying it. This is our second year doing it. We did it last year and then we started again this year. So it's been a great way and challenge to use our makeup collection, use what we have in our collection as far as face palettes, like I said, and eyeshadow palettes. So I'm going to share with you this month what I did use and then let you know what I lose points for and all of that if I do. So let's just get started. I have my little notepad here that I keep track every month, and I am filming later in the evening, so if the lighting isn't the best, I apologize. I try to use the Lime Crime palette, which I got in a BoxyCharm. I forgot what that palette is called. I'll try to put it on the screen or down below. I only use that palette 3 times, so I'm not going to show you that palette. I do not like it. I used it those 3 times, and I just could not get it to work for me. So that palette I will be passing on. So the next palette is my Norvina, ABH Norvina palette. This is the big palette here. It's a Pro Pigment palette volume 5. And this is the newest palette that Anastasia came out with as far as these big, huge palettes. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. It has all kinds of pretty mauvey tones, browns, purples. It's pretty much a purple-based palette. They're super beautiful. Everything that I have used in this palette so far, I have truly enjoyed. I did use that palette 5 times this month, so I will get 1 point for that. The next palette is, I don't want to spend too much time, but if you guys want more information on the palettes I speak of, definitely let me know that down in the comments. I'd be more than glad to give you more information on that. So there's that one. The next palette is my Profusion Love You So Brunch right here. I got this when it first came out on Profusion's website. I think it was like $5, maybe $7. I can't remember exactly, but this is what the palette looks like. It's a really nice, fun palette. The shadows, all the shadows that I did use were definitely easy to work with. They weren't super powdery. They were very pigmented and very nice on the eyes. So I really did enjoy playing in this palette. I even played in these shades here, these pretty blues, like this one right here. It's such a pigmented and beautiful, beautiful shade. I really did enjoy that one. It did have quite a bit more fallout than the others, but I still did enjoy it. It is really nice. So I did use this one 5 times as well. Eyeshadow palettes are a little harder to use. We used to have it where we use it 3 times we can get a point, but we Nat upped it to 5 times. So now we have to use each palette up to 5 times to get 1 point. Face palettes are 3 times to get 1 point. So, okay, moving on. The next palette that I used 5 times, all of these palettes I used 5 times except for the face palettes. I might have did more because those were a little easier for me. But this is a KKW palette. This is in the Classic Blossom. And this is what it looks like. And this palette really did surprise me. I pretty much played in every shade in this palette, I believe, except this one right here. This shade is the only one that has not been played in, but I definitely did a lot of looks with this, and I really, really did enjoy this palette. It really, really did surprise me. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to love it, but I really do like it. I think that it works really nicely. All of the shades blended beautifully, so I'm really happy about that. Again, I used that 5 times. The next eyeshadow palette is the Cherry palette from Colourpop right there. This is such a fun palette. I'm so glad I decided to pick this up. I wasn't going to initially, but I'm glad that I did because it is a really super cute and fun palette. This is what the top of the inside looks like. It just has a big cherry, and then these are the shades. I really do like this. I'm glad I got my hands on it, but I do feel like some of the shades are a little similar in my opinion. That one I did use 5 times as well. And then the last eyeshadow palette that I used 5 times, which I absolutely love this palette. It's so pretty. This is the Colourpop Bordeaux, how do you say it? Bordeaux Noir. And this is what it looks like. It's a very beautiful palette. This one does have a pretty mirror, really good, strong, hefty mirror. Just super beautiful. You see that? It's just a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's a really nice palette. The shades were very beautiful. This one I did use 5 times as well. So this month I used 5 eyeshadow palettes 5 times. So I get 5 points for these right here. So there's that. And then now onto face palettes. And I'm super excited that these got played in. Now onto face palettes. On the face palettes, the Jaclyn Hill eye palette that I had bought some time back, and I used it in July a lot as well. This palette I pulled a lot again this month to play with because I wanted to give it more of a shot and see if I really do enjoy it. But this is what it looks like. If you guys are not familiar, I did do a haul on these products some time back. I think it was either last month or the month before, probably in July, I think. I will link it in the cards or down below for you guys if you want to take a look at that. This is her brightening and setting palette. You could also use it not just on the eyes but on the rest of the face. I really do enjoy it. I have really been liking this. I don't feel like it's dry under the eyes. I have noticed though that if I go excessive with putting it under my eyes, it does start to look a little bit crepey, I think is the word. And it does start to give me, like, accentuate my fine lines and things like that. So I do have to be really careful. Next face palette that I used was this one here. Oh, I didn't tell you how many times I used that. I apologize. The Jaclyn Hill face, under eye palette, I used 6 times. So I will get 2 points on this. That's exciting. Okay, the next one is the Tarte face palette. This is an older palette in my collection. This is the Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle Double Duty Contour and Highlight Palette. It looks like that. Sorry about all the fingerprints. It's very dirty and used. Very much loved. That is what it looks like. It's definitely a great bronzer and highlighter for my skin tone. I love this. I've had that for a very long time in my collection and I really do enjoy it. That I used 7 times. So I will only be getting 2 points on that because you have to use it 3 or more times. And so if I would have used it 2 more times, I would have gotten 3 points. But that's okay. I did get 2 points on that, so I'm excited about that. The next one is the Kat Von D Face Shade and Light Contour Palette right there. And this has a translucent powder and a bronzer. That is what it looks like. The bronzer is very cool tone and it is very great for my skin. Now I will say that it is very pigmented nonetheless, so although I may go in because it's such a great shade for me, but if I go in too heavy, it gets a little bit too much. So I have to be careful with that. But I have really been enjoying this. This was a nice little find and pickup. That I did use 6 times, so I will get 2 points for that. The next one is the K Voss Blush Palette. I did pull this again. I got this in a BoxyCharm or Ipsy. I can't remember when. This is the Luminous Blush Palette. There you go there. So it's really, really pretty. Enjoy this. This is a nice little palette for travel and definitely to have. That I did use 6 times as well. So I will get 2 points on that. Let's go ahead and tally our points real quick. and then we will know how many we got. This month I earned 13 points, which is really exciting. Now, I did have some hauls, so I will have to deduct points from that. I did a Tarte haul. It was mostly skincare. One item, I believe, that I did get was for my under eyes, but I did not need it, so that's going to count against me because it's more makeup based items, but that will count still because I didn't need that specific under eye corrector. So I did a Tarte haul, so I'll lose a point for that. Now that I did the Colourpop mystery box and last chance sale haul, I did not get all of them in the same order. I ordered them in the same order, but they did not come in the same order. They came separate. I got 2 mystery boxes by themselves. Then I got 1 mystery box by itself, and then my last chance by itself. So just to be fair, even though I did order it all together, I'm going to take 2 points for that because I just want to be fair because I didn't get them all in the same time. I had some Dollar Tree hauls, and I did get makeup in them, but they were not for me. They were for the coming up giveaway and birthday gifts for friends. And I'm trying to, I did not get BoxyCharm, Ipsy, or anything like that this month. I canceled all of those. So thankful that I'm getting use out of my palettes, guys. I typically would just stick with one palette, and so I have been going through palettes and all of that and trying to use what I can, not just for the points, but to get use out of them. That's my main goal, is getting use out of my products that I've spent hard-earned money on, and they're just not sitting. So that is my main goal. But check out the latest, see how well they did, see what palettes they use. That's always the exciting part. I love seeing what palettes that they used and all of that. So definitely check them out. Their info will be linked down below. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe if you haven't already, if you would like to see more videos from me. I will probably be filming another video here soon showing you the palettes that I'm going to put in my palette challenge coming up for the month of September, even though we're already in September a few days. But I'm going to go ahead and do that and let you guys know, just give you kind of a heads up. And then some extras that I'm going to add in. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.